So if you know the vertex and the way that it opens, we should know if it's a maximum or minimum. It would be a maximum if the parabola opens down, because then the vertex is at the top. I think we talked about this a little bit. It is a minimum if it opens up, and the vertex is at the bottom. So when reading and describing a graph, it's important to keep the following in mind. You always have to read left to right, just like you read a book. And it's important to determine whether we're looking for an x value or a y value. So if you look here, there's a little table that's helpful. This is kind of just about vocabulary and knowing what words we're looking at. So we're talking about an x value if I ask for a location. So give the location of where is the maximum or minimum, when does the graph have a maximum or minimum, at what point does the graph have a maximum or minimum. So the key thing here is this is about, I'm going to just highlight this part, location or where it's at. The y value is about actually finding the thing. It's actually telling me what the maximum or minimum is. So find the value of, find the maximum value of, find the minimum value of, or evaluate. So this is all about the value, or actually telling me what the thing actually is, like what the number actually is. At what point? So you need to think about if I'm asking about a location or the actual value. At what point? What do you think? That is the x value. Because this is asking at, meaning where. Where does the graph have a minimum? Yeah, so it's an x value. At what point in the United States is this plane at 10,000 feet? Okay, Texas. Where is the graph increasing? Where? This is still an x value because I'm asking again about a location. Where is a plane at 10,000 feet? It's at 10,000 feet in Texas, okay? So I'm asking a location. Find the maximum value of the function. That's the y value. I'm asking like find the maximum height of a plane. Do you see what we're doing here? The actual value. So that is your y value. When does a function reach a maximum? That'll be like me asking, when does a plane reach 10,000 feet? That's an x value. It reaches 10,000 feet when it's above Texas. So when, again, we're talking about a location, that's an x value. And then determine the absolute minimum. Because I'm actually asking this time, I'm asking for like, what is it? That'd be like me asking, how high is the plane? The value. Okay? So to summarize, if we're talking about where is it or when is it, we're talking about an x value. If I'm asking what is the actual value, like how high is the plane or how low is the plane, talking about the y value. If it opens up like this, then you would have a minimum. If it opens down, it's a maximum. The answers will always come from the vertex, no matter what form of the function you're given. Remember, where means the location or the x value. What is it means the y value. Okay, this is kind of confusing, and so there's a way to do this so that you don't make a mistake no matter what the actual thing I'm asking for is, and that would be to write it as a sentence that includes both, okay? So your best way to write your answer, I'll write like a little quote here. If you can say this, okay, the maximum or minimum value of either y or f of x, depending on what you have, is, so you say the maximum or minimum value is this at this x value. If you do that, this covers all your bases because you're saying my value is this at that point. I'm at 10,000 feet when I'm in Texas. Okay, that's what you're saying. I'm asking for the y value because I'm asking for the actual value. Like, what is it? So y value, but it really doesn't matter because, I mean, it matters. If you can write your final answer in that sentence structure there, then no matter what you do, it should work. Okay. All right. So let's take our function and find the vertex. So this is what we did yesterday. We're looking at this equation. We'll do x equals negative b over 2a. A is a half. B is negative 2. C is negative 1. So when I go to put this b value in, if it's at negative 2, then what should I put? Positive 2. So positive 2 over 2 times a. So 2 times 1/2. Don't pull out a calculator, you'll make me cry. Because you're doing 2 times 1/2. Or if I have 2 halves, it makes what? 1. So 2 divided by 1, which is 2. So there's your x value. And we did this yesterday. Now where do I take that little x value and put it? Back in the equation for x. So it takes this spot. So we're going to try and figure out, okay, if I plug in 2, then what do I get? F of 2 is, let's see, I'm going to put parentheses for now, and then I'll fill it in a second. So 1 second. Okay, so I'm plugging in 2 into my equation. And you can do it in your head, or you could type all of this part in to a calculator. We're just trying to figure out what that is equal to, right? So 2 squared is 4. Half of 4 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. So minus 4 and then minus 1. So 2 minus 4 is negative 2. Minus 1 more. Negative 3. It's fine with me if you type it all in a calculator, but I'm not going to make you do that right now because time. Okay, we're going to draw a quick sketch and then we'll answer the question, because we still haven't even decided if we have maximum or minimum. My equation is 1/2 x squared minus 2x minus 1. So does this open up or down? Look out in front at your a value. Up or down? Up. It's up, guys. It's positive, right? Positive 1/2. It's only going to be down if it has a negative out in front. So your vertex is here at 2, negative 3, because it's opening up. Because it's opening up, do I have a maximum or a minimum? Look at it. Where's the vertex? Is it at the top or the bottom? It's at the bottom, so it's a minimum. So this is a minimum because it's at the bottom. So we're going to write our little sentence. It has a minimum value of, okay, f of x equals, where is it, where's the lowest point? Like, which number do we care about? Negative 3. I have a minimum value of f of x is equal to negative 3 at which x value? 2. So what we're saying is, okay, the lowest it goes is negative 3 when x is at 2. So that's your sentence that we want, and then I'm also asking for this other key information, which we have done so many times now. Domain, range, increasing, decreasing. Domain, from left to right. It never stops. What do we say? All real numbers. So you can do this fancy R, or I guess I could write it out a little bit. All real numbers. The range goes from -3 and up. So it is, I'm going to write it in inequality notation this time. Y values greater than or equal to -3, or you can put it in interval notation, but I will do that for the next one. And then you think of it like a water slide or a roller coaster. It is going down on the left and up on the right. So it is increasing on the right side as x is greater than 2. It is decreasing on the left side when x is smaller than 2. So because it's about the location, it's actually the x value. It's really confusing, right? Here's the thing, though. If you can put it in a sentence and talk about both things, then it shouldn't matter. Like, I would take it as long as you talk about both things. All right, so real quick, we're going to get the vertex. This is in standard form, so you have to do -b over 2a. Our b value is what? 16. So -16 over 2 times 4, which is -16 divided by 8, -2. And I take that and replace it back in, or substitute it back in, where I see an x, so it's f of -2. And then again, give me a second and I'll fill it in. So -2 goes in the x spot. Struggling so hard right now. Okay. You can type it all in a calculator. This might be a good one to actually type in and check my math. So if you have a calculator out, can you type in that part there I've highlighted and tell me what that gives us? And remember, you can use Desmos as a regular calculator as well. You could also do it in your head. That's -2 squared is 4. 4 times 4 is 16. This is -32 minus 3. So yeah, -19. Look at your equation, please, and the a value, the one out in front. Is it open up or down? Is an a value of +4, so it's opening up. The vertex is at the bottom at -2, -19, which means, again, we would have a minimum because it's at the bottom. So it's a minimum. I know I asked for the x value, but if we say both things, we'll be fine. The minimum value of, what's the actual minimum value? -19. Minimum value of f of x is equal to -19 at the spot x equals -2. And yes, domain, range, increasing, decreasing. So domain is still the same. I'm going to put it in interval notation this time. But just know that either form you choose is fine. So it goes from -infinity to +infinity. Where does the range start? In brackets, -19, so I'm talking about y values, and then it goes up to infinity and beyond. And then when we talk about increasing and decreasing, you're talking about the x values, because you're talking about where, okay? Where is it increasing? Where is it decreasing? It is, ooh, I actually don't know. Hold on. Down, then up. Like a water slide. So increasing on the right, which goes from -2 to infinity. I'm struggling to just draw these infinity signs. Decreasing on the left from -infinity to -2. Because I'm asking there, I'm asking about where is it increasing, where is it decreasing.